In this video, can we make it till harvest? We have $51,000 right now, and we still have to fertilize all of our fields. So today's challenge is going to be just that. We have switched over the tires on our international here to the narrow set, and we are also going to try and look for a fertilizer. Now, we could either go with a pull behind one, which would not be a bad option. There's plenty of self-propelled, but I just like using this one here. I'm not sold on it. I think what we're gonna do is this one right here. It does 42 meters, and we can get a set of narrow tires. So we are going to lease this. And we are also going to get at least 10,000 liters. There we go. So let's get this underway here. Probably have to move our... I might be able to get it out. Oh, and I still have some solid fertilizer there. Perfect. Let's get this thing filling up. And we'll reconvene once we're done with this. Goodness gracious. All right, and we are full up. Obviously, this is a hideous fertilizer sprayer. Or spreader, I should say, not sprayer. But the other options for more traditional American spreaders are not fitted with narrow tires. Granted, those are not nearly narrow enough for something that would not harm the plants in the field, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna run with this. I figured we'd run with this because last time we did the sprayer and it just ate through it like crazy. I know we have the truck to transport said liquid fertilizer, but there we go. This one just seemed like the one to go with. So we're gonna try it out. Eventually we need to... Oh, goodness gracious. Eventually we need to buy one of these. So trying this out, not so bad. And I mean, look at that. 42 meters. We're going to have this done in no time. It doesn't seem like it's going through it all that quickly either. So also doesn't look like it's actually spreading that far, but it is what it is. We will give this a try, see how it does. I'm not sure. I doubt we'll be able to do every single field with just this one load from this spreader, but I guess we'll see. Tractor seems to be struggling with it a good bit up this hill, which isn't ideal because we're probably spreading more per area than we need to be. But what comes up must go down, so it'll be easier on the downspin. So we'll leave it there and bring you back in if something interesting happens, I guess, or when we run out. Now, I do want to say here too, we do not technically... Oh my gosh. Didn't mean to do that. What I was trying to tell you is that we do not technically need the narrow tires for this because it's in the first stage of growth. And in the first stage of growth, it doesn't need to use the narrow tires. But I'm a complete idiot and dumped out all of our fertilizer instead of telling you what I just told you. So we're just going to load all this back up. Well, I'm not sure if we've got enough to do this whole entire field. I'm really hoping so. It's going down pretty slow, and we've made it thus far on the whole entire load of fertilizer that we first started with, and I've done all the other fields. So this is the last field for us to do here. We're gonna get this knocked out. I think in this video specifically, we're gonna kind of accelerate some things along. I really want to get to cows, and I really want to try to make that happen. So what I'm thinking is, after doing this harvest, just we're just gonna try and jump into cows. And I know money's probably gonna be tight. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it all happen. We still need equipment for hay. We need a place to store hay. So that's also something that we've got to figure out in this video of what we're gonna do with that, as I still have no idea. We're down to $26,000 right now. Probably gonna have to rent the hay equipment for now, or lease it or something, because it's gonna be ready to harvest in a month or two here. So that's not ideal, to say the least. But we're gonna make it happen. We've got to figure it out, because we've gone too far to be stopped now. So I'm gonna get this field knocked out here, and we'll kind of see where we're at on money, and what our next steps need to be. All four of our fields are fully fertilized, including our grass field. Doesn't seem like we have to do anything with that, and I don't believe I sprayed any fertilizer on it. So we'll give it a month, see if that needs a top off there. And I guess we're just waiting on harvest for the fields, and then also for the grass. So we'll see where we land. Might have to do another contract to get enough money to do the actual grass field, but I'm not sure how that's gonna pan out just yet. Need to see exactly how much the grass equipment is gonna be, and then also what in the heck we're gonna do with it. I mean, I could come over here and store it in this red barn, or even the barn that I'm going the wrong way. Excuse me here. Got all turned around. The blue barn that we have here on our drive, could probably stick some bales in there, but they're not really made for that. We do not have enough money for a shed to store them in, so we might just have to sell it off for right now. I would love to keep it for the cows. Obviously, another issue here is we do not have any straw, nor do we have any silage for them. So when those do come, we're gonna have to figure all that out. So next time we plant, we're for sure gonna have to get at least a little bit of corn, I think. I could wrap the bales that we get from here, or at least part of them, and have that be a form of silage. That would work as well until we can get that corn. But we're gonna have to figure out something, because this grass is growing. Yeah. All right, let's see where we end up. Well, it's that time. Grass is ready to harvest. Still don't know what in the world we're going to do with it, but we got to at least mow it. I know that much. So we got this New Holland pull behind mower here. We are going to make something happen. It was about $1,000 to lease, so I figured that wasn't too bad. Well, the money that we have, we've already not harvested. We have already fertilized. The fields seem to be doing pretty well here. I'll hop out and show you. So this field, yield bonus 90%, fertilize 100%. The yield bonus is down a little bit just because it's been a minute since we've limed, and that's going to naturally go down over time. But those are all good to go. So really the only money we need to spend in the meantime, until we get to harvest at least, is on taking care of our hay field. So we'll probably get, I'd say, 2 cuts off of it this year. There's 2 stages of harvest for the grass or the hay. And the first stage, when it immediately says ready for harvest, it's not fully grown yet. So I believe the second month that you let it grow, it is. And that's where we're going to be cutting now. So this has been growing for quite a few months. We are going to get it underway here. Let's unfold the mower. Okay, this is going to be going on this side. That's good. Can we lower it? And then... oh, nope. We're going to hold this. Oh, this is going to be so many passes. Sure. It's a max. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's do... it's auto. 4 is auto. Sure. We'll do it this way and then tet it all up, I guess. Oh, you know what? There we go. Hey, we're moving pretty fast. That's good. This just does not have a wide berth to it at all. Alright. I'm just going to do this about 100 more times and we'll have it all finished up. Should be easy. Well, so far so good with it. I definitely think that doing this again, at least with the auto steer, some things need to be adjusted for us to do this in an efficient manner. But for right now, I think it works. I'm hoping so. A little nervous for when we go back and do these back and forth passes because of the way this thing is offset. So I'm probably going to have to do even more rounds than I thought before. But I like the mower. It would be something I would consider getting for full-time endeavors. We just gotta kind of rework how we do the auto GPS. So I am done with the headland passes, but not even remotely close with the rest of this. It's going so slow. Sure. I'm not sure if that's the line we want. No, that's not the line we want. See, this is what I'm talking about here. It's just, I may have to do this manually. I mean, because it's just not going how it should. I'm not sure if it was made for the back and forth. And I don't think you can flip this mower to the other side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't. So that's unfortunate, but we'll make the most of it. You guys don't have to endure it. I'll endure it for you. We'll just hope that I can drive in somewhat of a straight line. See, now it's not bad like that, but it's just not great either. So, oh well, you live and you learn. So I'm doing this with no lines, and it's not going terribly. I have to pay a lot of attention. This is not something I can just sit back and relax and do. It does require a good bit of thought. Oh, am I going to run into these trees? Nope. W maneuverability. It's much easier on these passes coming back here because you can kind of just line up that outside dual tire with where the lines are, and it's going to get it all. But on the way back, that is a completely different story. So I think we're chugging along here pretty good. You know, we know for next time now. Spend a little more time trying to set things up properly and get the offsets proper. I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't happen automatically. I do recognize that this is a modded mower, but that still should go through all the proper testing. But, you know, that's on me for not knowing how to use it properly. So, it's alright. But we'll knock this out. We'll return this, lease a tedder, ted it, and then windrow it, and figure out what to do from there, I guess. Alright, we are finished up and headed back to go get a tedder. It's going pretty well. I'm now realizing also that we're definitely getting up there in hours as far as the tractor goes, so this is going to need to go to the shop and get repaired. Otherwise, we're going to be down on power. Not that we really need it for these hay implements. I might take the duals off. As much as I like the look of it right now, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for just, you know, what we're doing here with the hay equipment. Super happy we picked up this tractor. Really the first ever tractor that we bought and owned on the farm ourselves, at least. It's done really, really well. And we are slowing down for, I don't know what reason. Probably this drive. Yeah, we're doing good. Okay, so we need another one, but I don't know if we really, yeah, there's nothing in the clearance bin right now that makes sense for us. They do have the Krone huge mower, but we can't even begin to think about touching that. So for now, we'll just slum it up with the pull behind stuff. Alright, well, we have the tedder here, and I'm realizing that if we wanted to do silage with this, that we would need to just bale up the grass as is. And I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to make it into hay because I just don't have, I don't have anywhere to store it right now. Maybe we can do that with the next cutting or something like that. I need to turn on this. Sure. I don't know. Automatic. Well, yeah. Need to show lines too. Yeah, maybe we'll do that with the second cutting, but for now, let's do this. This only cost us $790 to lease, so pretty happy about that. Now, this will definitely get us by. Probably cover about, I think it's about twice the distance that the that the mower was gonna cover. And we'll get this knocked out. Alright, and we have finished up with this field? It is a field. It's a field of grass, field of hay. Not a field of hay yet, but it will be. I guess you could technically call it hay. We've got it all. Nope. I want to fold it. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get started for the morning and we're having trouble. So, oh golly. Why are we sinking down so much? Holy cow. This is like going mudding. You know what? I think I have a mod enabled. It is not a very good one for this, so... Man, this is like Mud Runner. This is way too much. Way too much. Are we even going to be able to get out of here? I mean, this would be fun if we weren't like actually trying to do work and we just wanted to mess and play around. But that's not the case. Can I even get out of here? It's going good so far. Slowly but surely at 3 or 4 miles an hour. Just keep them spinning. Okay, I think we're gonna call it there. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Yeah, we're gonna call it there. It's a cool mod. It is a cool mod, but it's maybe just a little bit too much considering our drive is not muddy like that. Man, I couldn't imagine doing this every time. It's satisfying to watch. Alright. I'm done. Alright. That's better. I didn't realize that I had enabled a mod called Realistic Mud. You sink down, and on a driveway like this that the game considers all mud, it's not the best. Not the best at all. So, we're fixed now. No issues there. We are going to go drop this windrower back off and try and pick up a baler. I do think we're going square bale this time around. That may change in the future, but at least for right now. I could technically clear out some space in the barn to store those. There's definitely room in there if we wanted to wrap them. But I think for right now, we just need to kind of get it sold off and get some extra money for harvest, because we've got some things that we're going to need to lease. So good news is we don't have to lease the tractor to pull the chaser bin around, but we will have to lease the chaser bin when we get there. I did also get the Plains and Prairie pack, so I'm super excited to try a bunch of that stuff out. Massive capacity, 88 meters, 77. Yeah, that's a big boy. So, yeah, super excited to try those out. We will, we don't need those for right now, though. We need a baler. So let me find a good one here, figure out what exactly we're going to do. And yeah, kind of go from there. All right, this is what we're going to be rocking with. So it's a modded class baler. I really wanted to use these. I like these balers a lot, but at $12,000, I don't know that that's the most realistic. I feel like this is a more realistic price given that most of the new balers are well into the $100,000 range. So we're going to use this. We are using the square bale twine add-on, so we do actually have to keep an eye on how much twine we've used, which I think it's a cool little realism add. Excuse me. So we're gonna, I don't know, we're just gonna bale these and kind of go from there. We're already down to $14,000, so I'm not sure. I have no idea how much we're gonna get from this field as far as bales actually go. There's a decent amount of swaths to go over, but I'm not sure where we're gonna end up. So maybe we're gonna break even after having to lease all this equipment. I sure hope not. Baler was the most expensive. It cost about $4,000, $4,500. So this is very experimental. I know that we have got to come out of here on the other side and get some cows. So we need to figure out all this stuff ahead of time. I'm going to unfold this, and we are just gonna get it. This was one of the only balers I could have chose too, because it only requires 120 horsepower to pull, and this has 125, so we're just barely maxing out. thankful that I'm going to be able to do this without really stopping. So, filling up relatively quickly. Ooh, dude, is there a bale size that I gotta worry about? Bale size, 240. Great, we want the big boys. Okay. hopefully that correlates, or takes, I should say. Alright, got a nice pickup on the front of it. Looks good. Baling's fun to me. I don't know what it is, but baling is fun to me. So we should see our first one coming out the back end. I guess I don't know if it makes any difference the size of bale that we're doing right now. We're almost done with our first pass, and I still don't have a bale on the ground yet. So I don't know, boys and girls. I don't know. This may not go very well. We'll find out, though. We will find out. Okay. I feel like it's going pretty good. I don't know. We've already got nine bales out according to the bale counter, so it's not too terrible. I think these are, how many liters are they when they're full? See, this is what's gonna kill us. These up and down passes are not very big. And going up the hill is also very slow with this trailer, or with this baler, I should say. Because we're maxed out on power for what is required to run this thing. So we're about 10,000 liters for a hay bale. So I don't know. It's pretty good. We'll see our time-saving stock check and what it says. Yeah, I just need a... Okay, don't go that fast. Just need a more powerful tractor, honestly. I don't know that we've got... Do we have anything in the... Nope. Nothing on clearance right now. Alright, so fast down one, slow up another. I'm sure it evens out in the end, right? Okay, I'm gonna get the rest of this field baled, and we'll see where we come out. I'd say, I don't know, maybe in the range of like 25, 30 bales. I'm not sure that we'll be able to fit all those on our trailer. As far as best time to sell, is it already in time-saving stock check? Hey. Okay, 92,000 liters. Max value is $10,000. Are you kidding me? I think that's just counting what we have baled up. It is. Okay. Holy cow. So maybe we'll get like 30 grand from it? I hope. Oh my gosh. This isn't going to be profitable at all. I guess we get 2 cuts from it, but we're going to have to lease all the equipment again. So, golly. I don't know, guys. I feel like we're not doing this right at all. We've got 111 per 1,000 liters, so we'll see where we come out, I guess. All right, 24 bales. Pretty close to what I thought we would do. Really thought it'd be somewhere in the range of like 24, 25. So, pretty happy with that, honestly. If we go look at time saving stock check, that is $21,000 in January and $17,000 now. So, I don't know. We made a little bit of money, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we should just save it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now that we should be able to lease a grain cart with what we have. I think that's what we just have to do is we just lease it. It doesn't really make sense to do much of anything else with it, I guess. Sorry. Lease the auger wagon for harvest. We don't have any other expenses coming up. And then just maybe store the hay. If we do anything with it, we'll sell it in January, or just keep it for the cows, I guess. Maybe try and do silage next time with it. I don't know, because we're not going to get money from the soybeans for a while either. Well, that's trying to get up the drive here. Let's go up to, where's soybeans? Harvest in October, and then sell in the following June. I mean, it's gonna be a while before we get money in here. We're gonna have to, I don't know if we start logging or get a greenhouse and try and do something with that, because I know you can make some good money off of greenhouses. Well, we're gonna have to do something. I prefer not to do contracts. Something that's got a little bit of passive money. I really hate to do greenhouses, but we do technically own. I don't want to do that either. We do technically own a property up north on this map here, but I literally just bought it so that way we could plan down an extra sell point. So I don't really want to utilize that. It's something we technically can spend our money on. Oh my gosh. Other thing is we've got to rent a telehandler to put all the bales up. Oh, we're gonna be so bankrupt. This is so bad. How much does a greenhouse cost? Shit, that's under production, isn't it? Greenhouses. Rice saplings. Large mushroom greenhouse. $54,000. Holy cow. We're screwed. This is over. This is over. Let me regroup. Here. You may ask, what are we doing? Why are we taking the side-by-side out? You're almost out of money. You shouldn't be having fun. We're not having fun. Oh gosh. This thing is so much fun. Shout out to whoever made this mod. This is a blast. We're not having fun. We are selling this because we need the money. That's it. And this is about the only thing we can sell that we don't actually need. Oh, sold $29,000. There we go. Hop back in here. We need to take this truck here with the trailer. And we gotta go get the leased equipment. If you saw it while I was selling the side-by-side, then you'll know what we've got. We've got to go get the skid steer. Try and load up all these bales. I realize that it's maybe not the best tool for the job, but it was about the cheapest tool for the job. We're just gonna run with it. So, I don't think this trailer has an auto-loading function, so we really screwed ourselves over there. But it's alright. I'm going to get this seed tender off of here, and we are going to just put it over to the side. And we're going to have to load up the skid steer. So, if I can unfold the trailer, load up the skid steer, and then we'll eventually have this thing full up with bales. So, wish me luck. Hope I don't... There we go. Hop in the forklift. It's only for new equipment use. And we'll get this off. Get the skid steer on. Alright, we've loaded this up. Not a bad looking skid steer. I think it's going to be alright for what we're trying to do. We're just probably not going to be able to stack the bales up very high. Which is alright, I guess. We've only got 25, and we may have to take another trip. So, it's okay. That is alright. We're making the best with what we have. Really would like to just buy the skid steer. But I'm not sure if that's what we want long term, if that's what we need long term. Honestly, the telehandlers probably work best. I do like using the skid steer. And I hope that it is a big enough skid steer to actually be able to handle these large of square bales. We're going to find out here in just a moment. Alright, let's test this here real quick. Okay. It was alright. Yeah, it does pretty good. Hopefully you don't hear the landscaping crew in the background and the grass right now. this? I think that's about the center. Alright. Hey, this is just gonna take us a really long time. That's great. It functions. It's just gonna take a really long time. Alright, well, I have my work cut out for me here. Considering it's not a lot of money. That really sucks. But good content, right? Good, fun content. That's the important thing here. I can't see anything out of here. Well, that's not bad. I wonder if I'm a good enough operator to do this out of the cab view. I wouldn't trust myself to line up these bales, but... Yeah, alright. Honestly, let's get through this pretty quick. I'm a little surprised that we don't have more modded skid steers in the hot build. That's alright. This New Holland isn't bad. Perfect. Oh, it's gonna work out so well. Look at that. Already got 2 on. Kind of bring you back when we've got a little more put together here. Oh, I need to also... I have to start the motor to fold up the engine. Is there... No, so that's where we're going to be able to... that sucks. You're not going to be able to hold very much on here. That's alright. We'll figure it out. Alright, we are working into the night here. I've pretty much got all the bales from the field. I've got 3 more here that we've got to find a home for. I think 4 technically. So I've got 1 over there by the trailer still. And I'm just trying to figure out how to load these up. So I know I could stack 3 high. That's with 1 on the bottom and then lifting 2 on top. So I'll show you what I've been doing. Figured it out a little bit too late here. Alright. But I think for doing this by hand, I didn't use super strength to tidy anything up. Created it by hand. It wasn't too shabby. So we're gonna lift this one off. Shove this one over here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough room for all this, but if I do, it's gonna be just barely. Lower. Higher a little bit. Okay. We're gonna have to use super strength. There we go. This is gonna be tough. Oh. I think we might have got it. Alright, that'll work. Now I just gotta do that a couple more times, and we'll have all the bales here. So, yeah, bring it back in once we the rest of the stuff loaded up. I just can't get this up high enough, I don't think. Yeah, we top out like right there. So I don't think we can get up high enough, but that's alright. We'll figure it out. Alright, we are not the straightest when it comes to all these, but I'm pretty positive that these... Are you serious? Okay, I was gonna say, there's gotta be one here. Sure. Good enough, I guess. Oof. We are just going to, from here, I think, return the skid steer. I do like it. All right. And then with this, I guess we technically could keep all the bales on the trailer for a little bit. I don't know. I think we're gonna... We're just gonna park these for now and then sleep overnight. Because we look at prices and what hay is currently. Did I pass it? That's grass. Where the heck is hay? So, it says we have 0 liters of it. Oh, it doesn't say we have grass. I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's at the bottom right now, so even if we just hold it for a couple of months and then sell it, we'll still be better off. So I'm going to wash this thing up because it's absolutely filthy from all the baling that we did, and we're gonna jump ahead probably to harvest time, honestly. Fields don't need anything else, so we should just get that going, and I'll get everything ready for harvest season. We'll call it quits here, I think. Not for the episode, but just, you know, quits for the day, I guess. See where the heck I'm going. Alright. Close these up. Run away, and we'll see you in a couple months.